Okay, this is gonna be a rare video. It's probably not gonna stop. Actually, I might put a little bit of cuts in it, but I just wanna not analyze. I just wanna give my thoughts on the potential ending of Chainsaw Man Part 2. And spoilers ahead, if you have not watched, or if you're a Chainsaw Man anime only, I don't know how. Because the manga has been going on for like years and years and years, and the Chainsaw Man anime stopped, and it had a movie, and it's barely covered like a tenth of what is, um, of what is like being actually covered in the manga right now. And I think the craziest part of of this chapter, this Tuesday, was Pochita basically offing himself. I was not ready for that. I was like, man, because he was like my second favorite character. Because it's Denji, it's Power, and then it's Pochita, and Power and Pochita are both gone. And yeah, it just kind of feels weird. And now it's a world without the Chainsaw Man and without the Chainsaw Devil. So it's kind of like, first, how do you chop down trees? I guess with like super strong axe. I guess like the axe devil is kind of like the new Chainsaw Devil, I guess. But I think it's just interesting the approach that he took, because he could have had the War Devil eat Denji and then basically transform him into like the most powerful weapon ever. Or she could have had the Death Devil eat Denji. Or like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what Fujimoto's cooking. I'm interested to see what he's cooking, but it's just kind of weird to think about. I think the whole Pochita death caught everyone off guard, and I hop on Chainsaw Man Twitter, and all I see are people like bashing Fujimoto, saying how terrible of an ending this is. And I'm not gonna say it's a bad ending until I see the whole, like, I'm not gonna say it's a bad ending until I see the ending in its entirety, and I probably will have to reread part two, which I don't want to do. But yeah, I think this was a good part. A lot of people are saying there's a part three. I think you just ended after part two. There's something called dragging, and I just feel like Gege is kind of dragging Chainsaw Man right now. Like, he's kind of dragging it for too long. And I think if you add a part three, it has to be a final part. It has to put every plot point to rest. But if he does end it with plot two, or sorry, if he does end it with part two, the chapter has to be at least 60 pages. Like, especially for a 2 week wait, this cannot be a 15-page chapter. I honestly think that he needs to dive into every plot point that he missed if he wants to make a part three. And I don't know how he would go about making a part three. I think a part three would be interesting, because a part three would be Denji without Pochita, without devil powers, and it would be a regular Denji in a world full of devils. And I think that would be interesting. But if he does a part three, I feel like he's going to do it, and then there's going to be a way to get Pochita back or something. I just don't know. Yeah, the sizzling in the background is like the eggs I'm cooking, but still, I honestly think that I won't call this ending bad. It's just kind of like unexpected. And I do trust Fujimoto only because he wrote Fire Punch, and Fire Punch had a great ending. But that's one manga. And Chainsaw Man is his like second full-fledged manga, I believe. Second full-fledged popular manga. And I think that if he really wants to cement himself as one of the great mangakas, he's already a good mangaka. But if he wants to cement himself as one of the great mangakas, he either has to end it with a great ending in part two, or get a part three and end it there. Because for a manga to have more than 3 parts, it's just dragging on for far too long.